everybody, it's me, Ili Sulaiman, TV host and food entrepreneur. And in our last episode of Bersama, the Hari Raya, we are not just sharing the love of food, but we are also sharing the love of knowledge and coming together, because that is what life is all about. And today we are also going to have a special guest, a friend of mine, Siu Lim, who's going to join us. Hello, darling. Hi. Welcome to our kitchen today.
It's lovely. Thanks for having me.
No, anytime. Okay, so I know a lot about you, but the people out there don't know. Can you introduce yourself, please?
Okay, well, I'm Siu Lim and I'm a Pilates instructor and I'm a mother of 4 children.
4 children.
Yeah.
I can't believe it. So great that you have 4 kids, because today's recipe is an amazing rendang recipe. Have you cooked rendang before?
Never. Oh. But my kids absolutely love it.
Perfect. So I'm going to show you a very simple 1-pot rendang recipe that's non-spicy.
Awesome.
And I've already taken out my chicken out of the freezer, our higher freezer, which is super awesome because it's got so many different drawers that you can put stuff in, because you know I'm a bit of a food hoarder. And the best thing is my chicken stays really fresh and there's no frost.
Oh,
so
cool.
yeah, so I've taken it out to defrost. It's done. Now it's time to take out all the fresh ingredients from our fridge.
Okay.
We need to wash our hands to keep cleanliness. So you do
Let's
that
go.
and I'll do this. So Siu Lim,
Yeah.
check out my
Wow.
handsome fridge here.
So beautiful.
So it's multi-layered airflow cooling system.
Cool.
And I have my moist humidity box where I put my fruits and vegetables, as well as my maizun. So these are all the ingredients we need. It looks
Okay.
like a lot, but it's really just the basics of what makes a rendang.
Okay.
And the only thing you don't see here is obviously the dried chilies, which I've swapped it with tomatoes.
Oh.
Great way to put tomatoes into a dish.
Yeah, especially with my kids, they don't really like
Vegetables.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They actually love vegetables, but sometimes, yeah, it's nice to hide it.
Hide it, exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna chop these up roughly.
Okay.
And then we're gonna start putting in the garlic, and this is lemongrass,
Okay.
galangal, so everything but the salt, obviously, because that's a lot of salt. And that is candle nut.
Candle nut.
Candle nut is it's a nut that makes any dish really kind of luscious.
Makes
and
it light up.
Light up, creamy. It's like so if you can't get candle nut, you can always substitute it with cashew nuts.
Okay.
So great way to put nuts into your food as well. So while you're doing that, I am going to just kind of roughly chop this. Do you know what this is?
What's that?
This is turmeric leaves.
Turmeric leaves.
Yeah,
nice.
so it's very, very popular here in Malaysia, obviously, especially in rendang. You do need to put this in, or not, it doesn't taste like rendang. Okay? Is it long? Okay.
So I've never seen turmeric leaves. at
You've
all.
never seen turmeric leaves? No, have a smell. It doesn't smell like turmeric. It has a very
Not at
different aroma to it. So I'm just going to slice this up, and this is what's going to go in as 2 things. It works as a herb to freshen it up, but also works as, you know, a little bit of colorization to your rendang. But you can omit this if your kids don't like it, or you can just
So
put
does it
this-
have a bitter taste?
no, it's just really fresh.
It's
and
fresh,
like
okay.
quite like
Refreshing.
Refreshing, yeah.
Okay.
So for kids, usually I don't slice it really thinly, but I thought, you know, it's just going to be you and me. You can take some back and you can push it out.
Okay.
The other option is just to put the whole leaf in,
Okay.
and then you can just take it out.
Right.
Okay, so there we go. So that's done. Now, this is the awesome bit.
Cool. I like awesome stuff.
Yeah. So you put your kuali or your pot, right? You add in
I
your
can
chicken.
assimilate it.
Yeah. Kuali.
Kuali.
Kuali. Wok.
Wok.
And then the chicken that we defrosted earlier. Okay, that
Wow,
goes in.
okay.
So big pieces. Usually I don't use a lot of chicken on the bone, only because it's kids. You know, you don't
Right.
want them to fuss around.
Right.
And then
point.
I don't cut it up, because if it's too small, then it disintegrates. Because
Good
this
point.
is like a slow cooking. Rendang is like slow cooking, right? So I use fillets or chicken breasts and just cut them into big chunky pieces like this. All of our items that we blended earlier, that goes in. Okay. And then we're going to add in our coconut milk. So this is what makes it super duper delicious. How easy is this?
Yeah, that's actually really easy.
Then a good pinch of salt. Okay, we can always adjust that later.
Himalayan salt.
Yes, pink Himalayan salt, healthy. Cafe lime leaves, just like,
that smells really good too.
yeah, this one is like, and then of course our turmeric leaves goes in as well. I mean that looks so pretty, right?
So pretty.
Yeah,
Colors.
So exactly. And this doesn't cook, so it doesn't take so long to cook. Literally about 20 minutes, 25 minutes, and you can just
25 minutes. Wow.
yeah, exactly. And then you just put it in the stove, and then we just put it on the hob.
Nice.
Turn the fire on. Okay, and we want it on a medium to low heat. You can give it a stir now.
Okay. Cool.
So we just want to like kind of cook this on a low fire and let it take its time. And we're just gonna let that like kind of bubble away. Just check on it every so often. And this is like the perfect dish for someone like you.
Really?
And Hire has the perfect hob for someone like you because it self-switches off.
What?
So if you forget about it and it goes above 230 degrees Celsius,
That's gold.
it turns off.
That's gold, because that's like me to leave the stove on, go and do my videos, forget about it, and
Exactly.
then come with burnt curry.
Yeah, or like burn the kitchen down.
Yeah.
So this
That
is
too.
exactly. This is like perfect for a mom like you who's doing a million things all at the same time. So it's really kind of like looking and smelling like rendang. Not yet looking, but it smells like rendang.
It smells so good.
Yeah, so we can kind of chill a little bit and maybe chat a little bit more about you and your kids and what you get up to.
Sure.
While we let this do its thing. Okay, so so our rendang is like cooking really nicely
Yeah.
at the back. We've got a bit of
super yummy.
The whole house smells so good.
Yeah.
It smells like raya, really.
Right.
I just want to catch up with you. I haven't seen you in so long.
Yeah.
Like, what have you been up to? Like, how
What have
has-
I not been up to? That's the
Exactly,
question.
yeah.
MCO has made everything crazy.
Yeah, I know, for all of us.
I know, and our lifestyle actually really changed a lot, especially for my kids. As
Yeah.
you may or may not know, a lot of the kids had to Zoom.
Yes.
And Zooming was a different way of learning. It was crazy because we had to change routines. We had to actually stick with the routine. Being at home all day was
Yeah.
pretty tough.
Yeah.
We got a higher TV, and it actually helped us a lot
Yeah.
because it helped us actually get through the classes.
Yeah.
Because being on the laptop, it was really hard because
Yeah.
it would just actually like zone out. So when I had the TV on, it helped a lot because it's an Android-powered TV, which is excellent for e-learning.
Okay, so it's got like the Zoom and the
Yes.
and the Zoom classes. You can do that.
Very
and-
easy access for the kids.
Oh wow,
so,
that's so
mhm,
cool. And
yeah.
then because it's like bigger,
Right.
it's more like
It's like life
accessible.
size.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So were your kids like constantly on the TV all the time, or was it?
No,
like,
we have a routine, so like, they're not always on the TV. When we are on the TV, it would be a lot of family time. For example, we would watch Netflix. And what's cool is that it has a Google Assistant. So that actually helps, it's kind of cool because we just say Netflix on.
I mean, I can attest to that definitely. I think like being interactive outside of your day-to-day activities makes it a lot more bearable, and I guess that's how you stayed connected during the lockdown, right?
Yeah.
But like, I mean, the mundane things of like everyday life, like I guess the other thing I want to ask you is like, how do you cope with like looking after 4 children and yourself and you working out? I know you had so many Pilates classes.
Keep asking me that. I don't know how.
I want to ask you about your laundry, girl, because I like have no patience for laundry. But how do you do it?
I don't have a helper.
Yeah.
So it's actually crazy the amount of laundry we go through. Can you
God.
imagine 4 kids in the house, me, and then on top of it, we all are very active people.
Yeah.
But Hire washing machine helped out a lot. The washing machine has something called a big drum. What that is actually holds up big loads, a really big load. So it actually really helped out with the amount of laundry that we had.
Cool. So the big load helps a lot.
Yeah. The washing machine also has something called iFresh mode, which is great because as you may or may not know, I'm always in my Lululemons.
Yes.
And the Lululemons are super expensive.
Exactly. It's like, yeah,
Yes.
delicate.
Yes, so I have to put it on delicate mode, which is
wow.
what I put on the washing machine. super important because it helps keep my clothes lasting a lot longer.
And of course your hijabs as well,
Yes,
you know,
most
like that's
definitely.
like really important
Yes,
to
yeah,
delicate wash it.
right.
Yeah. So I guess with like the workout clothes and like all the sweaty outfits that you have,
Yep.
it's really important that the higher washing machine also has an antibacterial.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
it really washes thoroughly. It's not just like it's not wishy-washy. It's proper wash.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm so glad that our home appliances are making our lives a lot easier,
Yes.
especially during this difficult time.
Super, yeah. Mhm.
I'm so glad. I'm just glad that I'm so glad to see you, and I'm so
Yeah.
glad to be sharing this day with you, like cooking and
too.
catching up.
Yeah.
And I think it's time for us to go check on our rendang and see whether it's almost
Is it
done.
ready?
Yeah, let's
That
go.
was quick.
Wow, that smells really yummy.
Smells good, doesn't
Right?
it? Yeah.
Oh my
So
gosh.
now we need to add in our grated toasted coconut, carise.
Oh,
Now
okay.
this really transforms it and makes it into a rendang lah.
Okay.
Come, let me help you with that. Okay, so with this recipe, as you can see, it's really like dried up and it's really kind of rendangy. And the grated coconut just elevates it to another level.
Right.
And we're just also going to add in a little bit of sugar just to cut off that tomato paste that
Okay.
we blended the tomatoes.
Okay.
So what you do is grated coconut, you toast it, and then you pound it until all the natural oils come
Oh
out.
wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's just like a nut butter, but
Yum.
without nuts. Like it's
Okay.
coconut.
It's coconut.
Yep.
Alright.
And that's it. It's done. And don't worry about the smaller pieces.
Oh
That-
yeah, I was worried that I was gonna like destroy it. But
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's for you.
Okay.
Let me serve you some nasi impit. 3, okay?
Three. Okay. Fun. Good.
Okay, 3 for me. And then of course a little bit of that
I'll have you
rendang.
do the honors.
And then a little bit for me as well. And let's dig in. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
Bismillah. It's actually really yummy.